When you serve a party wall notice to your neighbour, obtaining consent isn't always the best option. But if you are lucky enough to get consent, it saves you money and you don't have to go through the party wall process, which can be stressful and delay your build. Here are some tips to get consent.
Ensure drawings are clear, showing exactly what you plan to build.
Have a party wall surveyor check over the drawings to give you an appraisal. This should include identifying any issues that may make consent harder to achieve, such as projecting foundations or trespassing features. The drawings can then be amended prior to serving the notice to reduce the likelihood of dissent.
In some cases, people design out the party wall act, think they are being clever. But it's important to remember that the act gives the building owner rights that they wouldn't otherwise have. Access rights, for example, can be vital.
Manage expectations. Explain to your neighbour what the build requires and how you will do it. Take advice from your builder or party wall surveyor. Make sure your own expectations are managed too.
Be transparent. Some people think less is more, but this isn't the case. A well-informed neighbour is likely to be appreciative, as opposed to a neighbour who felt sidelined and more inclined to get the surveyor.
Talk to your neighbour nice and early and keep them updated. Be aware that when you submit a planning application, your neighbour will receive unsolicited letters from party wall surveyors wanting to create a dispute to get some easy cash.
Neighbours are unique. Be flexible and have a think about what might work. In some cases, your neighbour might be vulnerable, so think about what support you can offer them. Communication is your biggest asset when trying to get consent.
Don't pressure your neighbour, because if they feel backed into a corner, they may want to get a surveyor who will handle the situation for them.
Words such as dispute and dissent sound adversarial, and the party wall process itself can be stressful.
If your neighbour dissents to a notice, it may be disappointing, but there are plenty of benefits to having a party wall award. Move through the situation positively and get the services of a good surveyor who will have your back. Try not to take it personally and just understand that neighbours simply respond differently, with many neighbours not consenting.